and I'd like to talk to you, everybody. All the deacons in the altar, please come. Thank you, Aunt, very much. Very good. God rewards you. I'm still waiting. All the people inside the altar, please come. Thank you. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God. Amen. We welcome among us this morning His Grace Bishop Makar. We love him very much, and we thank him a lot for taking the time to visit us and to bless us. I like to talk to you about 2 items. And after I finish every item, I'm going to ask you questions, so please pay attention to the details. The first item is about the Coptic Year, something called the Coptic Year. And today is the first day of the Coptic Year. Why? Why do we have to celebrate additional year to the Gregorian year? The Gregorian year is a year that has January, February, March, and all these months, right? Why do we have to celebrate the Coptic year? To remember a number of things. To remember the martyrs, the people who gave up their lives to maintain their faith. And they said no. Anyone would like them to change their faith? They say absolutely not. No matter what. Even if you're going to kill us, no. And they did not want to change their faith. Someone like Saint Mark the Apostle. Someone like Saint George, the Prince of Martyrs. These people said no to anyone who wanted them to change their faith. And you also. Anyone would like you to change your faith, you say no, absolutely not. You are not to force me to change my faith. I am a son of Christ or daughter of Christ, and I belong to the Coptic Orthodox Church, and I'm not going to change. So this is the first thing we remember when we talk about the Coptic New Year. And also, the Coptic New Year, again, pay attention to the details, they had 13 months. Every month is 30 days, except the last month of the Coptic year called the Nasei, and it has 5 days or 6 days. So a total of 13 months. And that Coptic year is the outside frame which the church uses in the worship. So the church in choosing the readings, the church in choosing the feasts, the church in all the teaching following the Coptic year, not anything else. So the Coptic year is a framework for all the services inside the church. Like today, for example, it's the first day of the month of Tut. All the names are different from January, February, March is different from that. This is the month of Tut, the first month, and it is today the first day, which 11th of September. Many times, the first of Tut comes at 11th of September, like this year, like we're celebrating today, the Rueiss feast, or the start of the new Coptic year. Question time on the first item, before you forget. What are we celebrating today? What are we celebrating today? Yes? برافو عليكي شاطرة خالص. We're celebrating the Coptic year, exactly. And how many months is in the Coptic year? Yes, 13. Every month is 30 plus the last one. How many days in the last one? Yes, 5 or 6. 5 or 6. And today, what is the date today for the Coptic? Yes? Tut, bravo عليك, first of Tut. And why is the Coptic year is important? Why is the Coptic year? Bravo, حلو خالص. Yes? Exactly, because all the church system is based on the Coptic Year, all the readings, all the teachings, all the feasts, right? And what does it remind us of? What does the Coptic Year remind us of? Yes. Sorry? Sorry? The martyrs who gave up their life to maintain the faith, which means we also have to maintain our faith no matter what. No matter what. Don't change your faith. So this is the first item. The second item is about the psalm and the gospel reading today. Listen, please. Listen to the details because I'm going to ask you. The psalm and the gospel reading today. Many times there is a relationship between the psalm and the gospel reading. If you look very carefully, you will find a relationship between the two. The psalm said, "You crown the year with your goodness." You crown the year with your goodness, it means blessings. You are going to give us a blessing. So I am telling you now that God will bless the new year for everyone. You crown the year with your goodness. Goodness means a blessing, which means God will give each of you a great blessing. Cheer up and be happy because God is going to give you a great blessing. That's a psalm. And how about the gospel? The gospel is telling you a little bit more details how God is going to give you a great blessing. Number one, the gospel said he is going to give you a good year. So he said God will give you a good year. And then God is going to heal you. If someone is sick, God is going to heal you. If someone is needy of something, God will provide for him or her, and he will make you happy in the new year. This is how the psalm and the gospel are related. What does the psalm say? What does the psalm say today? You, means God, crown the year with your goodness. It means he is going to give you blessing or bad things. Would God give you blessing? The promise to give you blessing this upcoming year or bad? Yes. Blessing, not only blessing, but plenty of blessing. There is promise of God. Cheer up, be happy, because God is going to give you tremendously. You crown the year with your goodness. And God is very large to give small things. He will give you a lot. Like what? The gospel reading is saying, like what? What God will give you? Yes. She forgot. Yes. Sorry? برافو عليك. God will help us. وإيه كمان؟ هيعمل إيه كمان في الجاسبر reading? Yes. Sorry? What? إيه? Sorry?
She said, do stuff for us.
He will do stuff for us. What stuff? Like what? Bad stuff or good stuff? Yes. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Like what? Suppose one of us is sick. What does the gospel promise? Yes. Heal. Exactly. Bravo عليك. God will heal you. Suppose I need to do better at school. Is God going to help in the upcoming year or not? Is he? Yes?
Yes, he will.
Yes, he will help us. And will he help you to be very successful this year or not? Yes, exactly. Yes, he will help you. Give her her picture. Exactly. So this is the so-called acceptable year of the Lord. The acceptable year of the Lord, which is mentioned in the gospel. So what does agree together? The psalm and the gospel or not? Do they agree together? Huh? Did anybody pick this point? Do they? Yes? Exactly. The gospel and the psalm agree together. The psalm saying God will bless a year. God will bless you. And the gospel gives you details how he is going to make everything easy for you. Everything is going to be beautiful for you. Even the angels are going to come and serve you and make you happy. Glory be to God forever.